got too much to talk about.
Not that much. What up, y'all? What it do? Welcome to a new episode of Tech File. New week, new episode. We a little short staff. Eric's not here with us this
Professional development training.
Professional development training.
So we gonna hold it down this week. So let's hit that theme music and get into it. Dog, I forgot the whole intro. Trying to multitask. Eric, I need you, buddy. Welcome to episode 367 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. As Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. Woo! I feel good today.
The Eric J is not joining us this week, but I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy, K. Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as Mr. Ooh, yeah.
Ah, there it go.
I told you I was going to get it.
There it go.
Told you.
There it goes.
Yeah.
You figured it out. We got shells in
What
the
up,
comments.
fam?
What up,
What's
though?
up, sir? He right
What
to
it do,
begin.
fam?
You're
Ready to go. He knew what this week was. He know this
Hey,
Bears
man.
Packers recap week. He couldn't miss it.
It's not even in the A block, guys.
Yes, it is.
Oh. Don't even worry about it.
Yes,
You
it
know?
is. So before we get to that, we got some housekeeping. Of course, make sure that you are following us on our social medias at Technical File, TECKNICALFOUL on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Technical File Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. When it comes to the YouTube side of things, we on our march to 1,000 subscribers. So
Yes,
make sure
sir.
if you have not yet subscribed to the pod on YouTube, do that.
Run it up.
Again, this show is so much funnier when you can actually see it in video form because the reactions, the facial, it's all there. It's all there. So make sure y'all follow us on all the socials, subscribe on YouTube, hit the notification bell when we go live. We record our show live every Tuesday evening. You can come be part of the show through the comment section. So don't dilly-dally. Just come on and join us.
Don't dilly-dally. Hey, man.
Slide in the comments so you know
Come on,
how
fam.
long I've been waiting for
Slide, man.
this.
You one of my favorites, fam. Don't do this to me.
Speaking of, happy belated birthday to my brother Slide.
Hey, happy belated, fam.
Happy belated birthday to my uncle Michael as well.
Hey.
Ditto.
Game needs a name. Why don't we do Packer players this week?
Damn.
You should know him, Ken.
I know.
Yeah, we should do
Yeah, I
Packer
know.
players.
We can do that
All
all time.
All time
I
Packers.
bet. Let's go. Let's get it.
Wait, how we gonna get the belt? We gonna get the cheese head?
Nobody want that shit.
The winner gets to
Wear the cheese head for the show?
I had to bring the props this week. You know what
Nobody
I'm
want
saying?
that shit.
If I win, I want to wear it for the show.
You can wear it for the show if you want. If you lose, I don't care. But anywho, why don't we start with Ken? Why don't you start? Game that needs wait before. I'm sorry. Those of you who might not be familiar, the game that needs a name is a rapid fire memory game that we play where we choose a topic. As you just heard, this week it is Packers players. You can't repeat any. You get about 5 seconds to answer. The last person remaining wins. Ken.
Brett Favre.
Aaron Rodgers.
Bart Starr.
Reggie White.
Jordan Love.
Amon Green.
Dorsey Levens.
Ryan Grant.
Jair Alexander.
Robert Brooks.
Eddie Lacy.
Nick Collins.
Damn, that's all. Damn, I'm out.
Antonio Freeman.
Damn, that
Sam
was my next one.
Gatto.
Sterling Sharp.
You said Antonio Freeman, didn't you?
Yep.
You out of there.
Seems like I'm the winner. I didn't have to dig
Out
into
of
the
there.
bag. You went to the bag.
I had a plan, but
I was about to hit Mason Crosby. I was about to go. I was going to expect the Super Bowl, but to do my Klay Thompson,
I
my
was about to
Nick
go by
Barnett.
position.
That's why I was doing quarterback at first, and I went to running back. But I'll take the dub. But regardless of such, here you go. You can wear the cheese.
Consolation prize.
Bubba Franks. That's what I was. Bubba
That's
Franks,
who you
that's
was
what I was thinking. I was like, that nigga that Bubba something. It was gonna be him or Mark Shamua.
Mark who?
Chamura.
How you say his name? Shamua.
Chamu.
Chamu.
Sound like Glorilla trying to say his name.
Shamua.
Chamu.
Chamu.
Shamua.
That's Chamur. Chamur.
All right, y'all. So on the slate for this week's show, the NFL segment is going to be all Packers Bears.
You already know.
It's all Packers Bears in the NFL segment. That's how we're going to kick off the show this week. Then we're going to go into some NBA topics. Finish with one little quick wrestling thing before we have some quick hits about like a media trade. Have y'all heard of trades in the media before? Because when I saw that, I said, oh. So we're going to talk about that as well. But
who on the block?
It was inside the NBA. But we'll talk about that throughout the course of the show. We're going to start with the NFL. So let's get it started. Word to the Black Eyed Peas. Thank you about the Black Eyed Peas.
They got a random shout out and shit. Let's get it started. Hey, Will I am for the hop in the chat and shit? Like, oh, play for the love.
That song was everywhere though. That song was huge.
That was my shit.
No,
that was the NBA season.
That was the playoff song.
Yeah, they had his though for real.
Keep running.
I had that elephant.
I wouldn't go. I was not about to buy no Black Eyed Peas album, but
yeah, I ain't do all that.
But I feel it. Okay. We're gonna start Bears Packers. As I said, the Packers walked into Soldier Field. A tough game there for them, but they walked out victorious after a 20-19 victory that was sealed with a block field goal to I'm sorry, I can see Ken's face. To seal the game. If you are new here, if you're unfamiliar, myself and Tim and Eric, who is not here, we are all Packer fans.
Big G.
This man to the left of me, Ken, he is a Bears fan.
Lil B.
Damn, now I gotta be a little B. Just the tip.
Just the tip. That's what the block was. The Packers social team actually posted that afterwards. They had a picture of him blocking that field goal, and it said just a tip. Then the Bucks did the same thing with Giannis blocked yesterday. Just a tip. But anywho, let's start here. Eric said the same thing, just a tip. Shout out to E in the comments. Let's start here. Should we talk about the victors first or the losers first?
The winner goes the story, right? And the spoils. Hold on, let me get my spoils first.
Yeah, Ken came through on his bet. We had a bet that if the Bears lost, he had to make us some strawberry cheesecake. Tim is currently trying some right now. Is it graham cracker at the bottom?
Hey, yo, this motherfucker, huh?
Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
Tastes even better after that dub. I appreciate it. Relax, the sweetest treat.
Now, like I said, I went into that Packers-Bears game nervous. The Packers had 10 straight victories over the Chicago Bears heading into the game. I was nervous. The Bears had fired their offensive coordinator. I figured there would be some unscouted looks for the Packers defense to try to overcome. And indeed they were. Their offense did look good in this game.
It's some good takeaways from me.
It wasn't enough.
No. And I get the aftertaste of that damn cheesecake is fire.
I'm
sorry, it's echoes of flavor.
Echoes of flavor.
That's why they on the docket for Thanksgiving, fam.
Like, shit.
Should you make something for my family too, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the kitchen with it.
She might not make it to the end of the show.
What was your biggest takeaway from this Packers win, Tim?
Fuck them. That's why.
Here we go.
Done. So I told Ken before the game started, I was like, look, I'm gonna be sending you messages throughout this game. I'm sending you videos. Whether good or bad, I'm just sending you videos. I wasn't even in my crib the first quarter. So I'm kind of moving around. I've still had time to send him a video or two.
He did.
Now, y'all still fucking up. I ain't even at the crib watching. I already know. But it was a good-ass game, though. It really was. Of course, we're the ones to give Chicago their touchdown.
It was going to happen.
It was a 26 quarter straight, 26 possessions?
By the time they scored it, because it was 23 coming into the game, then they had 2 empty ones against us to start.
Why? It didn't have to be us. Shit, it wasn't nobody else.
It was about
it was going to happen.
Come on now.
They were not going to score no touchdown again. Like, that's excessive.
Wouldn't have been surprised if they didn't.
Come on now. Come on now. Don't be that way.
Hey, listen, it started becoming a pattern.
Hey, man. How you talking? You should have blew us out.
Right. Hey, he talking a lot.
I said I did say that I expected a blowout.
A team that escaped.
To be fair,
the Packers escaped.
We escaped, and we definitely should have blown them out.
But you didn't.
We didn't. Because we definitely had opportunities in the red zone that we fucked ourselves on.
Bears are the best red zone defense.
They are.
In the league, though. Packers are the
And
worst red zone offense.
3 things can be true because we still fucked ourselves in the end zone. In the red zone. So, it was a good game. I was really going to give you hey, y'all finally got one and shit after 6 years. I'm glad that y'all, nope.
I wanted that one.
I know a lot of Bears fans.
You probably could taste it, couldn't you? Not as sweet as this pie here, but probably could taste that motherfucker. Y'all was already in y'all head like, yeah.
All right, jokes aside, the game in and of itself. One, before I say that, I had to look back. I said, what is the last date that the Bears actually did beat the Packers? December 16th, 2018.
Yep.
I went back to our podcast, the Technical File podcast, after that win, and Ken didn't even want to celebrate it because the Bears were really good that season. The Packers were kind of mid that year.
I didn't want to.
Y'all was like 10-4, and you was like Super Bowl. I ain't worried about y'all. Woo woo woo. And I said, Ken, go ahead and gloat. Y'all won. Y'all won, and you said, man,
Damn, who was our quarterback?
I ain't even worried about that. No,
it was
Trippy
Mitch.
It was Trubisky at that time. And you was like, y'all was 10-4. I ain't even worried about it.
Was that Pro Bowl or Pro?
And y'all you had your chance to talk that talk, and you did not let it. You let it pass by, and now it has been.
It's all right.
6 years.
Yeah.
Since y'all won, but again in this game, the Bears defense is really solid. We knew that. The NFC North boasts all 4 teams were like top 10 in takeaways. So like you have 4 pretty good defenses. But in this game, y'all got Jordan Love with that interception in the red zone.
Yeah.
Y'all had another good red zone stop on the Packers. Again, it was a competitive game. Y'all scored 13 straight points. Again, had me nervous. I was like Pinky and Next Friday, like shoot. Had me nervous. I'll just cut that dick real quick. But all in all, I was already sitting there like we're about to lose. Like when that field goal was lining up, I was like, this is the end of the game. This is over. They about to finally beat it.
I'm just replaying it in my head because right before I'm talking, I'm like, why didn't we just run a quick
one more play?
One more play to center it.
Some of that coaching showed his ugly head, bro.
We had almost 30 seconds, I think.
Yeah, I did.
If y'all were a little bit closer, he'd probably arced it a little bit higher, which it would have been just out
bro.
of reach.
One quick play, just a quick dive. Hurry up, get on the ground, timeout, fam.
Y'all had like 12 seconds left.
Exactly, line it right up, fam. But the Bears got to be the Bears, fam.
So how are you feeling after that loss?
So after the loss, now that it's settled for a little bit, I want to start with the positive. Like, again, our defense, if you've been watching the Bears all season, our defense has been solid. After firing our offensive coordinator, no one knew exactly what our offense was going to look like.
Yep.
But the offense actually looked good.
It did.
So I was like, if this is a indication, we're moving in the right direction. And I feel like we really needed this win, though. Yeah. Just for
morale.
I think we needed it more for Caleb too, because my man's just been looking defeated the entire year. But again, we played well. We played well enough to win the game. And again, it doesn't make sense that we had 30 seconds still left on the clock and we didn't run one more play and we had a timeout.
Yeah, that was
y'all.
Weird.
If y'all follow us, y'all saw my live reaction to the field goal, getting blocked. I ain't gonna lie, that shit hurt, fam. Because I was like, fam, we played really good to get us to this point to finally beat these motherfuckers, dog. And a block, but then we watched it back. I rewatched it back, fam. Our center, our long snapper,
just lay down,
fucking destroyed.
He just laid down, bro.
God damn.
He looked at the holder, lost that bitch, and just laid down.
I was like, Lord,
take me now.
They got destroyed. So, and again, we had our own. The Packers, again, I'm not a Packer hater at all. I only want the Packers to lose twice a year, and that's against us. But I feel like, again, we had some good takeaways. Everyone watches Bears and Packers. So at least we were able to show, we ain't no hoes. I know everything ain't sweet out here, but, yeah. But I don't know, man. I really wanted that win. I ain't gonna lie. I was salty as hell, fam. Because we did everything we possibly could do, man, to win that game, but we didn't.
On top of the fact that it's against the Packers, it's also the fact that y'all have now lost 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
Including this Packer loss, so that was a game that could have just turned things around for you.
But not talking crazy, talking about playoffs, but we just need something. We need something to, because especially after making like that big of a change, and then like our organization is in like disarray anyway, because everyone knows like we're gonna have new everything next year basically. So it's just like now we're in this again. We have a tendency. We did it to Mitch. We did it to Fields. They come in, fire a head coach, fire an offensive coordinator. Caleb damn near is going to have 2 head coaches and 2 coordinators in 2 seasons.
They always draft the quarterback, and then they sign the GM.
Everything is back. It's always backwards, and that sucks that our organization is being run like a mom and pop joint, and that's our Achilles heel.
You'll get a top 10 pick next year.
So.
Exactly. Like I want those wins, fam.
Again, I will say the offense looked a lot better. Caleb was doing like the scheme that y'all were running against the Packers, which was much more quick hitters.
It was a blitz counter scheme.
A lot of wide receiver screens, a lot of crossers, a lot of slants. Get the ball in his hand quick. And Caleb, for his credit, because everybody was talking about your offensive line is so trash. Woo. And they're not great. No. But some of those sacks were on Caleb.
Yeah, he was just holding the ball too long.
And to see him get the ball out quickly, the rhythm that he had, that's something that Bears fans, I think, should be encouraged by going forward. Now, if y'all really want to do something, ain't no time like the present for y'all to end this current losing streak this upcoming Sunday against the Vikings. I know I would appreciate that.
Shit, of course, I want to be.
I know you do too. All Packer fans will love for the Bears to win this upcoming weekend, but
yeah, we got a better taste in our mouths, bro. We finna come out.
Damn.
What?
Is that a pause?
I can't root for y'all.
Oh, I was finna say.
Well, we can root for the Vikings to lose.
Yes, I can.
So let me ask y'all this. How are you feeling about where your team is 10 games in? Like before the season began, is where your team is currently at what you expected? So why don't we just keep the Bears part going for right now? Like how are you feeling?
I was overzealous. We had Hard Knocks, we had Caleb, #1 pick. We had the Savior coming in.
Y'all got Keenan Allen.
Yeah, Keenan Allen. Like on paper, Bears looked like we was finna come in and run. Shit, at the beginning of the season, it was looking like, we out here doing some shit. But then, reality hits and we are the same old Bears, unfortunately. I'm tired of being let down. But I'm a Bear fan for life.
You can always change jerseys.
Hell no. No, I work with my squad. But I said playoffs. I said like 10, 11 wins. I had down it to 9. We lucky if we get 6.
I mean, again, y'all do have a really tough schedule.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To end the season, it's Vikings, Lions, Niners, Vikings, Lions, Seahawks, Packers.
Yeah, that's not easy. Damn. That's why I said we're lucky if we can leave with 6 wins.
Y'all needed every early win y'all could get.
Exactly.
Well, y'all started,
like all those games that we should have won that we lost, like would have panned out a lot better.
To start 4-2 and then to be 4-6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it feels.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
No, I feel you on that. And on the Packers side of things, where it's like Packers are 7-3, a record that I would have been like, after 10 games, 7-3 feels right. It just they haven't gotten to the 7-3 in the way that I thought that they would. Like they don't look the way that I thought that they would. They still at times are looking like the youngest team in the NFL, which they are. But I was thinking after how they finished the end of last season, that they would be propelled a little bit further this season and kind of pick up running. You had the injuries to Love, of course, which changes things. You had him in and out the lineup. Then you had to change the game plan around his injuries and him playing not at full strength.
That was like 5 games.
Yeah. This was the first game against the Bears where he was looking a lot like Jordan Love with the mobility and being able to move out the pocket and even just his pocket presence and stepping up and knowing how to navigate it. Like it was beautiful to see him looking healthy in this game. But the Packers got a jewel with Josh Jacobs. I would love to see them actually utilize him even more going forward.
He's having a sneaky good year.
Yeah.
He's third in rushing. That's only behind the other 2 monsters.
And you wouldn't even
Derrick Henry.
You wouldn't even Derrick Henry
is
like
different beast.
Jacobs got like 800 yards, 800 plus, and the other 2 are already over 1,000.
It's crazy. So it's like when I take stock of where the Packers are, like I'm good with 7-3. Like that feels about here, but just overall, Tim, how are you feeling about the Packers and being 7-3 in this moment?
I'm taking every win that we can get. For it too often. We had success when we did, but then this time around it was like, okay, it was another failed attempt, but what happened here? What went wrong here? Like, you can figure things out, and I think each win that we've had, because they've been close wins or come from behinds or having to really stick in there and gut it out, like, these games teach you a lot too. Like, I think you said it best, like, you rather learn this out of a win as opposed to an L.
That's a fact.
So though they may not have had the prettiest road to this record, a dub is a dub is a dub at the end of the day. And I would hope that they keep growing and developing and learning, because like you said, they are the youngest team in the NFL. And then getting trading Preston Smith, like younger on both sides, like on the defensive side now. So like literally we're probably like top 3 in the NFL, or the bottom 3 youngest.
I mean, we were already the youngest team when we had Preston Smith, so that just makes us even more younger.
So it's crazy, and they're still, managing things like the silly penalties here and there, stuff like that. Like, yeah, but for the most part, through the injuries, because even Jacobs won 100 at the beginning of the year either. Like, he was still kind of coming into this. We still haven't had our backup running back, our rookie
we
this
ain't
year.
Gonna see him.
Though I do like the other 2 that's been filling in.
Yeah, Brooks and Wilson been good.
Cornerbacks scare me.
See, now when I think about the biggest concerns for our squads going forward, for me and the Packers is on that defensive side of the ball. I have some concerns about the corners. I have some concerns even about the pass rush that has been inconsistent throughout the year. The Bears were a great matchup for them to really get busy, and the Packers pass rush still didn't show up. They had the 1 sack early, then they had the 2 sacks on the final drive to open it up before the secondary let them get back into it. The linebacker play has been inconsistent. Quay Walker does not need to be getting as many snaps as he has. I see Shells in the comments said Quay's letting him down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've been trying to be on Quay's side, but it's tough stuff. Wrong angles of pursuit. He's hitting guys. He hit what's y'all running back? The one who scored, Johnson.
Oh, Roshan Johnson.
Johnson.
Oh yeah, Johnson.
The bigger one. He caught him like 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage and just got taken on a ride to the end zone. I was like, boy, golly. So like my concerns for this Packer team all lie really on the defensive side. I have a lot more faith in the offense. I like the scheme with Halfley. I think they're better with the safeties. But if Jair Alexander is not healthy. And again, that's been consistent for the Packers over the last couple of years. His health has just not been there for him to play consistently. That's where my concern lies for this Packers team. What about you? I see. Wait, real quick. Eric said the pass rush is not good. Gary doesn't generate enough consistent pressure. He has not from the edge. And then you have somebody like Kenny Clark, who got paid this year. Did you see Kenny Clark on the field? Did you notice Kenny Clark at all? I didn't notice him in the last couple of weeks. And that can't be. Your highest paid players need to play like they're the highest paid players, and we haven't seen that for the Packers. But on the Bears side of things, where are your biggest concerns?
I really Keelan Allen. I can't even say the name. But we really need to get him involved in the offense. He's been, I know he had the injuries. He had a nagging injury. It was a hamstring too. So I know that can be a lingering injury, but definitely need to get him more involved. DJ Moore has shown that he is very upset.
Yeah.
So we definitely need to figure out we need to have a meeting or figure out a team meeting. They need to hash some shit out and figure that out too, because we can't have our number one. He's basically our number one. We paid him all that money or whatever. We got Allen and everything, but offensively, that's what I'm more worried about. Like our special teams, our defense solid. Like we'll do what we need to do. Again, like Caleb is Caleb. Like I know exactly what he's capable of doing and everything like that. Once we play to his strengths and our offensive coordinator actually like has plays that actually fit the type of quarterback that we have, it will make more sense. And I feel like if any evidence of us going in the right direction was against the Packers. Yeah. I feel like we're going in a good direction.
I can see the change in the offense because I don't know if it was because it was way it was schemed or not. And me and Camille was talking about like the pressure and the, how many people were getting sent for pass rush and stuff like that throughout the game. And the way that the Bears played was a very, very blitz counter. So they've probably seen that he's been getting smoked in these blitz positions. So our entire offensive plan is we're gonna make these linebackers run. We're gonna make these corners move and react quickly. They like to sit in the zone. All right, find a little pocket in the zone and we're gonna head dink and dunk that. Because early in the game I was like, y'all ain't gonna go nowhere if you can't pass the ball more than 5 to 8 yards up the field. And lo and behold, all damn game they dinked and dunked us 5 to 8 yards all the way up and down the damn field. But that was just that's a testament to their new offensive coordinator, kind of put your mobile quarterback and one that kind of overthinks into a situation where let's not make him think as much. Get the ball out your hands real quick. If you can't get it out real quick, take the fuck off.
Yeah, and they did a lot more of those scouted run plays for Caleb in this game. Like he already had his career high in rushing, I think in like the second or third quarter. So like I think there's things I think for Chicago to build on, and I know Dwayne in the comments said he wants to try to keep it rolling in Minnesota with that Bears losing streak, but nah, buddy, we need the Bears to get that dub this week. If anything that surprises me with how this season has gone so far, it's been the play of the Minnesota Vikings and how they have kind of upended the NFC North race by being a lot better than what I thought that they could be coming into the season. So that being said, let me ask y'all this last football question. Do you see your team making it to the playoffs this year?
Yes.
I do too. I think the Packers still can grab that wild card pretty
it's a big NO for me. No.
Not an NO.
It's a big no.
Spell it out then.
Yeah, it's a big no for me. Unfortunately. I mean, we got some shit to work on, but again, if we progressively just keep getting better and better each week, I'm excited.
You got to find something.
Yeah, exactly. I just can't.
Yeah. I think Dwayne in the comments talking about the Vikings said he thinks that they also will be in the playoffs. We had discussed before the season started, like, hey, maybe the NFC North sends 3 teams to the playoffs. We just thought those 3 teams would be Detroit, Green Bay, and Chicago.
Yeah.
They still might send 3 teams to the playoffs, but Minnesota in that spot for Chicago. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, definitely didn't see that.
The Lions, my God.
The Lions are a class of their own.
The best team in the NFL.
Class of their own.
Like, hands down, the best team in the NFL.
Man.
That's nuts.
Oh, boy. And y'all got to see them twice.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, dang. They 50-piece of it easily. Like, what you talking
Everybody
about?
on offense is scoring every week, bro.
Like, what is going on? And your boy Garrett, man, this man threw 5 interceptions.
And
it's still getting the dub. Hey, man. All you can do is this. Like, hey,
facts. Like,
y'all got it, boss. Y'all got it.
Before we wrap up NFL, I see Eric in the comments asked Ken a question. He said, Ken, would you rather see the Bears make the playoffs or fire Matt Eberflus?
Damn, because that was save his job.
Yep. It might be another year if y'all make the playoffs.
Nah, get him out of here. I'm good with
That's more important, eh?
Yeah, get him out of here. Yeah, I need Matt gone, fam.
Yeah.
Matt gone.
Dwayne said the Bears are going to sneak one on Thanksgiving.
Who we play?
The Lions. In Detroit.
In the D on Thanksgiving too? Oh, no, fam.
No, Dwayne.
That's going to be a rough one, fam.
Tim over here sneaking eating this cheesecake is taking me out.
That's going to be a rough one, fam.
Eating the cheesecake and the cheese head.
Hey, bro. I know the cheesecake fire. I know this motherfucker
fire.
I know. That's why I'm making home.
Shailene added that hearing the Lions are the best team in the NFL is sick.
Hey, man, it's the new NFL.
It is.
It is, like, for real.
It's a different time. And then Shells added that Tim too funny, man, eating that cake on the side. Jay-Z, don't cut the cheese.
Fire, boy.
Oh, man.
Can't wait to eat the second one.
Like, Tim eating this cheesecake has me regretting that I put mine in the fridge.
Yeah, I told him shit. I'm going to enjoy my spoils.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm going to get my other one because I got 2. I'm going to get my other one to Norman. We're going to enjoy that one together.
I'm trying not to make eye contact with Ken while I was eating.
Look at him. Always got to do something, fam.
He made this
and he had to do
delicious dish.
I said we got Sheldon.
Look me in the eyes. Why you eat?
Eat your food. Eat your food. Golly, you be flagrant sometimes, bro. All right, last NFL thought. Sheldon in the comments said, "Hi guys, go Lions." Hey, y'all doing y'all thing.
Yeah, y'all doing
man.
y'all thing.
Hey, you need to talk to your boy because there's something in the air that's saying that the Lions ain't gonna make it out of Turkey Day alive.
I know.
I'm
here for it though.
You know, have a conversation.
That'll be something. I'm thankful for.
All right, let's turn NBA. And I want to start here. Eric had kind of teased it last week as his fake topic, heading into who he played for, which I'm still laughing at that.
That shit was funny.
But the 76ers, y'all, they lost by 17 to the Miami Heat in the game where they were up early, looking good. And then the Heat started on their run, and it was a done data. After the game, the Sixers had a team meeting to kind of air everything out, try to find a way to get back on track. Do y'all think that the Sixers will turn things around? They are currently last in the Eastern Conference. They are 2-11, record tied with the Washington Wizards.
I can't talk too much.
I'll go
can't
first.
say too much.
Yeah, go ahead, Ken. Your team winning. So,
so
how you feel? What you think?
I will say they will turn it around, but it's not gonna. There will be a playoff team. It's not like Philly's not going to the playoffs. Don't they have a tendency of starting slow though? Like, haven't they started slow for the past?
Not necessarily.
Year or so, but I feel like
they're pretty consistent throughout the year.
But I feel like they will turn it around. Maxey is, he's a star. Embiid is a star. I feel like it's in house. Like, they need to just. I don't know if it's a chemistry issue. I know it's new parts and everything. It's new personnel in there, but I feel like it's an internal issue, and I feel like that they'll be able to turn it around.
I'll say this because the Bucks have gotten off to a slow start this season as well. They're doing better than the 76ers. But the vibes around the Bucks, even when they were losing, were encouraging. Where you heard the team not really falling apart. You heard the team talking about, like, we believe in our locker room. We know we got it. Like, we're not worried about it. You weren't having hour-long team meetings after games, holding all the press and stuff up like the Sixers were. But my concern levels for the 76ers are higher than for the Bucks. Both teams had injury concerns heading into the season, for sure. Chris Middleton still hasn't played a game. The Sixers haven't played with their big three at all this season, which should change soon because Maxey should be back late this week. But Embiid, in the 3 games that we have seen, does not look good. He didn't look great in the Olympics, which if he was dealing with
boy, I was ready to boo him out the get out of there, my boy. Put his ass on the bench.
If he was looking good in the Olympics and now it was a little different, then I'd be like, okay, maybe I don't know what's happening exactly, but he didn't look great then. He hasn't started the season off looking great. They've been talking about trying to, do things to keep him healthy. But if Embiid is a shell of himself and he isn't the Embiid we thought, the Sixers' chances of going super far decrease on that in itself. So, like, yes, I think it's still early. I think the Sixers are going to go on a run once Maxey comes back. They're going to rattle off some games. But my confidence level, because I think I was one of the only ones of our cast who had the 76ers in the contending tier. You might, I can't remember if you did, Ken, but I know Eric and Tim did not. They had them in that tier below. And at this moment, I would drop them below into that next tier below for sure.
They both got to be there, bro. And then they got to be healthy when they both there.
Paul George.
All 3 of them now.
Yeah.
Like, they just, that was a true concern. Like, teams that have a concern with injury is always like it's not nothing that can be like, you can quantify it, but you can't, it's weird. It's like, okay, well, if they healthy, but you could say anybody can be healthy and they win. Like, it's not like that with them. With them in particular, like, health is a issue.
What's Paul George's injury?
He was talking a knee, but he's been playing the last few games. But I guess I should have taken more stock of how Clippers fans were reacting when they lost Paul George, because they weren't.
They did not care.
They weren't sad.
Yeah, they was like,
they were just kind of like, all right, go ahead. He y'all problem now. And normally when fan bases are like that, I'm always like, y'all tend to know a little bit more because y'all watch these players night in and night out. But to Eric's point in the comments where he said, where are those Embiid trade rumors? That's the piece of it that bothers me. Giannis's new extension hasn't even kicked in yet. Giannis, and you are hearing Giannis to Houston, and
he'd have been photoshopped in every jersey in the NBA.
But you don't hear Embiid trade rumors at all.
There's a reason.
What's the reason?
I feel like the reason is because with Giannis, it's the marketable superstar, good guy, really tries to say the right thing most of the time. Typically, he's healthy, things like that. So you have somebody who you can kind of put the franchise on like that. Embiid is entrenched in trust the process feeling.
Is he go play?
If he goes somewhere else, can we say that? Well, will people say, "Oh well, shit"? Is he a cancer? Not necessarily saying he's a cancer to his teammates and shit like that, but like to the organization, he really hasn't really done much since he made his MVP year. Well, he didn't even get it, but
stop.
Like the year that he the best year he had was the year that he probably really made an argument to get MVP. Was that 2 years ago?
I mean, he did win it. He
won
2 years ago.
2 years ago. So outside of that, they ain't really did shit in the playoffs. They ain't really been nowhere in the playoffs with
They
him.
still ain't getting out the second round with him.
Like it's nothing that they've. It's kind of like the James Harden thing.
Okay.
When Harden was trying to get out of there, everybody was like, "Yeah, he can go, but who wants that?
Who want to deal with that?"
Same thing with Kyrie. Yeah, he can go, but who wants that? Like, but that's how they felt
initially.
Right.
Yeah,
with
Kyrie
Embiid, right?
Put some respect.
And I'm like, with Embiid, I feel like people kind of feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like,
who want to take on that headache?
And hearing what came out the team meeting, like they said Tyrese Maxey was the one talking to Embiid and being like, "Hey, bro,
get your shit together."
Pretty much, because apparently Embiid is notoriously always late to everything.
That's disrespectful.
I can see him trolling people in practices.
That is
and that's what
disrespectful,
Tyrese Maxey was saying. He was pretty much like,
we wait for you all the time.
It's inconsiderate to everybody.
Nigga, fuck you.
The coaches, the
That sound
players,
like James
the staff.
Harden.
And you don't play.
That sound like James Harden. Did he skipping practices and coming hours and late and
But
shit?
it's different if you out here hooping. Nigga, you ain't even out here hooping.
That's the thing. If you still out here putting up some Wilt Chamberlain
then it's
stats
different.
and whatnot,
Exactly.
then you tend to get away with
exactly.
stuff
I can let you get away with
but
the disrespect and you sitting on the sideline. No.
And then when you out there, you're not looking good.
Exactly. Like hell no.
Embiid looks tentative still. Like
he's playing it safe.
You can tell he doesn't trust his leg. He doesn't trust his knee. That's what it looks like to me. Like,
and that's a scary. That's a scary way to play.
Say that sucks.
That's a scary way to play
because you usually start fucking something else up because you're trying to keep the pressure and compensate.
And being that being a big dude like that, like that's when it comes to like
32 now too, right?
Like that.
I don't know.
I don't know how old he is.
Is he
30? 30? I don't think he might be. I don't know. He look it, but
let me see.
I'd be surprised.
But yeah, Maxey probably just got to be like, "Yo, hey, this is my team now, fam."
Ooh,
like real talk, get your shit together. Like I'm out here putting my blood, sweat, and tears.
30 years old. Yeah, I was like 32. Okay. I was a little old.
But he'll be 31 in March.
Okay.
So like the issues, the injuries, the knees, being 7 feet with knee problems at 30, going on 31.
But you got to think like just look at Maxey and everybody else. It's like how many years have the organization and everybody been going through shit with Embiid, or it's always off the court shit, or it's always is he going to play, or how healthy is he?
Mm-hmm.
Like you get tired of playing that. Like at times you want to just come in and just like let's just hoop. But we got to deal with all this extra shit with you all the time.
The injuries,
like, that shit irritating.
He can't help. From what I know, he can't help it.
No, I understand that. Yeah, it's an injury.
That sucks.
I
understand. It's just one
that.
of those like, but don't be talking crazy either. Like,
like come on, dude. Just be a professional. Do what you got to do. Act like the leader of his fucking team.
Well, I think it is going to transfer over to Maxey at some point.
Yeah,
so
you have to.
And
it seems like it.
He's the younger guy too.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
and that makes sense.
He has a lot of respect in the franchise and the self too of how he carries himself. Your superstar sets the tone, right? I learned. So this is more NFL related, but I thought this was so fascinating. I forget which players were discussing this, but they were saying like the GM is like the architect. They put the pieces together, but like the players run the team.
Yeah.
The coaches are there to kind of just put you into place, whatever. But
manage
like
everything.
The culture comes from the players.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to make sure you have the right group in there. Eric added that Embiid is that franchise. They were well below 500 even in the year, or even last year in the games that he missed. Their performance this year doesn't surprise me at all. Which again, I agree. As I said, if Embiid's not healthy, they're not doing nothing this year. But going forward, I could definitely see if they're trying to get out on Embiid and say like Maxey is that new guy who we are tapping.
That's what I was asking like early in the season. That I was like, hey, well, do you build around Maxey? Do you build around Embiid, knowing that Embiid the availability isn't there, and Maxey typically is. And like you said, the younger guy, like he's been showing, he's been carrying. Like if it wasn't for him last year, they wouldn't have been in the playoffs.
I mean, they weren't good when he was the one carrying the load, which is Eric's point there. But
they'd have been a hell of a lot worse.
They would have been if they didn't have him to keep him afloat at all. So something to keep an eye on with what's going on in Philly right now. Again, I don't expect Philly to be last in the East for very much longer at that. Like, I can see them reeling off some games, some wins, but if Embiid isn't healthy, if Embiid's not right, their ceiling is just drastically lower. There has been an uptick in some foul calls in the NBA that have just been wrong. Mistakes across the board there. Hey, dude, we love Eric, but we didn't even see his comment this long. He's cool and everything. You know, he didn't just comment that long, you know what I'm saying? But
get up out of here. Fuck out of here.
But it's just been an uptick in the amount of wrong calls in the NBA right now. Affected the Bucks 2 games in a row.
2 games in a row, and then you have a game winner by Jason Tatum.
Well, honestly, 3 games in a row, but the third time it worked in our favor.
Right. But you have a game winner by Jason Tatum where he walked. Man, packed the luggage. He went and seen a couple cities. Then he stopped over and seen Julius Randle and gave him a bag, and they both traveled together. Neither one of them was called during the game. Both of them were acknowledged. Even the call on Giannis after Charlotte for LaMelo's the phantom foul was like, oh damn, we fucked up. Jason Tatum, oh damn, we fucked up. Julius Randle, oh damn, we fucked up. Like, at what point does professional development training, shout out to Eric, need to take place to where your refs need to have remedial training on how to call correct calls in the right situations? If you've seen the man hop left and right 3-4 times without dribbling a damn ball, is he traveling? Yes. Does he do it again in another game? Seeing the same man do the same shit? Not the same man, different man, about the same build. Do the same shit? Did he do it? Yes. Call it.
Hey man,
I think he fouled him. I don't know if he fouled him or not, but I think I'm just going to blow that whistle there. Let's review it. I don't know, but I'm going to still call him a foul.
And that's the thing, too, with it, because if you don't have your challenges and they get them called wrong, they're not going to overturn it.
No.
Like, it is what it is, and that was the case in those Bucks games. The Detroit game that foul call pissed me off more than the LaMelo one, even though the LaMelo game is the one where they actually lost because of it. Ron Holland just tricked off 2 free throws. The rookie was scared and with the lights bright, and it worked out for the Bucks' favor. But it was egregious that, again, a defensive player of the year, an MVP, didn't get the benefit of the doubt in the situation, and then you look and it's clearly not a foul. And to give refs some kind of credit, I understand real-time calling things live. It happens quick. It's difficult. It is not an easy job. But if it's not an easy job, then I think the NBA should do something to be able to rectify that in the game. I don't know if it's like the last minute of a game, if it's clutch time.
Do they review fouls at the end of the game?
Something. And I know they don't want to, make the game longer or whatever the case is. But like, what's the point of a 2-minute report coming out saying we got it wrong if nothing happens when it's wrong?
Right.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Except for you acknowledging it, but there's nothing that happens thereafter. Like the Bucks, to Shell's point, won't you be on a 4-game win streak with that Hornets game? They're not. They're not. So, like, what do you do? Like, it's a problem. Something that you definitely keep an eye on.
Hey, man, them parlays, man. I don't know what to tell you.
That's how I felt in that with the Bucks game. Like, the Bucks got a parlay or something?
I don't tell you, man.
What is happening?
Parlays need to hit, bro. The fucking game. But, I don't know. It has been egregious. I know, like, you guys have, dealt with it more than we have. Any time that it's happened to the Lakers, it's always been in our favor. It seems like lately.
Except for that one when LeBron freaked out.
Yeah,
was that against the Celtics?
That was Celtics. Yeah, that was bullshit. Yeah,
but he lost his mind, which I understand.
Yeah. When it's like, fam, like how? So I don't know, man.
Eric added that the problem is refs on every other level are exponentially worse. These are the best guys we've got, and if that is true. But to Tim's point, then let's make them even better.
Yeah, exactly.
Or let's develop the pipeline better and get refs better. Like some type of pipeline, something has to change. Or the NBA needs to institute some rules that can help rectify when things
kind of like the NFL. Like, hey, bro, you're not going to be doing these games.
There's no coaches' challenges. It's booth reviewed. It's caucus reviewed for the NBA. But something.
Yeah. Not like what they do. Like if the refs have a bunch of bad calls in games, like, hey, y'all not doing playoffs there.
something, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want it to be that it's starting to taint the product, you know? Like when it's like the refs are really like dictating like true outcomes or true winners and losers, then it gives you that bad taste in your mouth, and you don't want that as a fan.
Especially with sports gambling being so integrated right now too. It all feels like it can be a little Donahue-y.
A person needs 1 point, and all of a sudden he's magically sent on the bench when they need him in the game. Like, wait, what the fuck going on here?
Then the referee give him a good wink. Yeah, I know. I see. I got you. Don't worry about it.
And I mean, there's been so much talk too about the NBA's ratings and how ratings are down and why are ratings down. And I saw some people saying the refs are bad. And I don't know if that is
the reason for ratings. Yeah.
I think that the main reason is that it's hard to watch NBA games if you don't have the proper packages for them. Like locally, especially locally, it is hard to watch your team if you don't want to pay $20 a month for the FanDuel sports app.
Oh, you talking about just being able to actually
watch your team. Like it's difficult for fans in market to watch their own team because even if they're on NBA TV, it's blacked out. If you have NBA League Pass and you're local, you can't watch the damn game. That's
stupid.
Yeah, like that makes no sense.
They have to change some of like the access to the games.
So you got to have League Pass and Bally's.
I have League Pass to watch everything else, and I have Valley through DirecTV Stream, which carries it. But like, if you have YouTube TV or Hulu with live sports or Sling, I think Sling might have that channel, but they don't have that channel. Like, it's not even offered.
Oh, that's crazy.
So like, if that's your cable provider, quote unquote, like you don't even have an option. You have to then go do the $20 a month with FanDuel directly. And last year when it was Valley, the app was trash. It was trash. So you paying this money, you can't even watch the game.
Yeah, watch the game anyway.
That's a whole nother conversation. But the NBA gotta sharpen up. Gotta sharpen up. But someone who has been sharpening up is Anthony Davis and his 3-point shooting. We've made jokes about the fact that people didn't realize that Giannis was a better 3-point shooter than Anthony Davis.
For a while.
You heard it. Yeah. I heard that. We come out here and start shooting that thing. But no, well, AD is starting to become a 3-point threat. He's shooting 42% this year so far. It's still a lot of season left. But AD has I don't know, JJ, whatever you told him to do, JJ did at the beginning of the season. JJ told him to go get an MVP. Yeah. I don't know if that was the motivation that he needed, if he just needed somebody to just give him a swift kick to the ass to do what he needs to do. But AD has been playing amazing, barring injuries. Like knock on wood, praying to God that he stays healthy. And yeah, he lately he been getting all these random injuries. Like he got hit in the eye. Or like or it just be like some random ass. He got scratched or something. It just be like random ass shit.
Always
or whatever.
He stubbed his toe and shit.
Hey bro, get off my gun. But
you started it.
It's cool what I do, nigga.
He on my team.
But I just don't want him to get too dependent on the 3-point because AD. What I have been watching all the Laker games. AD has been more selective with his threes. He does not shoot from the sides. He likes to shoot from the middle. So if he shoots from the middle right, his percentages are a lot higher. If he shoots from the side for some reason, his percentages are a lot lower.
So just make sure I'm saying, when you say, are you meaning corners or you mean in wings?
Corner. I mean corner. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
interesting that he's not as good in the corners. As
that's what I would think that he's better, but he shoots better from the middle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, as long as he's staying. Yeah,
maybe to the shorter. I don't know.
Maybe because from the corner, you damn near gotta, unless you're just a little bit off, like
you
shoot it dead on with nothing behind it. So it's got to be a hell of it's got to be a great shot.
Yeah,
which is why that's part of why it's the shorter 3-point shot to make. But
but again, just keep up the good work, man. Don't get so dependent on the 3-point. That was one of the points of emphasis as well that Coach JJ wanted to do this year is improve our 3-point shooting.
I did not realize that man was shooting 43% from 3.
Yeah.
That's a level that he has never shot.
Exactly. He shot 27% last year.
And 25 the year before that. 19 the year before that. 26, that's 33, 33, 34, 30.
He's going to continue to get the love.
Continue to work everybody how to shooting because Edwards said he was looking at everybody's tape to watch his footwork. Shoot better. Shit. And both the ants was on the Olympic team together. And both of the motherfuckers come out of the Olympics shooting crazy clip from 3.
Who?
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards and
who?
Davis.
Oh yeah, they both were. Yeah, I sure. I don't never call him Anthony. I always call him AD.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So then when you said it, I was just like, what the fuck?
Same name.
Yeah, I know. Same thing.
But no, yeah, it's definitely. Listen, I said it a couple weeks ago when it was just being Eric on the week show, but Anthony Davis, in the way that he has been utilized in that Lakers offense, he's really the catalyst of your offense right now. JJ Redick is putting him in great positions. He's empowered him to take that offensive load. So
I love JJ's passion. Like that nigga be heated when some shit go wrong, or they mess something up. He breaking shit. Oh fuck. He want to bring back Suits, but the other coaches on the bench, they don't want to do it though. Yeah,
I didn't know that was a rule with NBA. Like your whole coaching staff has to be in like attire.
Yeah,
I said,
but they wear matching shoes and stuff. They do everything.
So a lot of times you see all of them in like the team polo.
They don't want to wear a suit.
Yeah.
Eric added that Giannis hitting from mid range, AD hitting from 3. It's a bizarre old NBA.
Hey man, I love to see it.
Listen,
Giannis got that mid-range, knocking that motherfucker down.
Giannis, that mid-range go together real bad.
Remember, we all said Giannis get a mid-range game, it's over.
Which is so funny because at first I thought it had to be a 3 for him, but seeing how it's open because they don't want him at the rim. So I love him taking what he can get, and then being more effective of it. The NBA had put out after he dropped 59 on the Pistons a compilation of every one of his 50-plus point games in the regular season. One, can you guess how many times Giannis has scored at least 50 points in his NBA career, regular season only? And I'll give you a hint and say his first 50 ball came in 2019.
I'll say 6.
6? How many would you guess?
5.
9.
Damn.
9 different times he scored at least 50 in the regular season.
Shit.
So seeing how his game has evolved, because when I was watching the highlights, like the 2019, first of all, the dunks were, my God, I was like, the athleticism.
When he was learning and how, like, oh shit, I could bang on these motherfuckers for real.
And to see, like, every time you see him do like a little jump hook, and it was so awkward. Like 5 years ago, it's so much smoother now. You can see the work he's been putting in
to that grown man game.
For real. All right, WWE, something real quick on the docket before we get into some quick hits. Triple H. He appeared at Complex Fest, something else. I don't know what that means or what that is.
They got started a few years ago.
But he was there on stage with Travis Scott. He gave Travis Scott a hardcore championship belt and said that the first Raw on Netflix will be January 6th, which we knew. We knew that. But he says going to air live from the Intuit Dome, a.k.a. the new home of the Clippers. And Travis Scott will be there live. And the question I have,
he ain't go wrestle, right?
I don't think so. But him giving him a hardcore belt, I said, are we bringing a hardcore belt back?
Yeah, I don't know.
Something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
But
who hardcore?
Right. But they are Raw on Netflix is going to be TVMA.
Yeah, that shit gonna
so I mean, it's gonna be more blood. It's gonna be more vicious.
So they can bring back the 3 hours. They can bring back the hardcore championship. They'll have cinematic shit in the background.
I can't wait.
Ooh, they finna go crazy with Netflix money.
I want R-Truth to get the hardcore.
If they bring it back.
Yeah, just let him wild out.
Shell said Attitude Era back.
I feel like it.
I'll tell you this, Shells.
Titties.
See, I got ran off the damn stage as soon as I even thought about saying some titties.
What? Okay. Shells, in regards to your comment about the attitude, I don't know where they going with titties. In regards to the Attitude Era being back, I will say it's already back in the sense of the fact that the storytelling is engaging and there are a lot of really good talent in the company right now. It's a lot of good storylines, but it's not as sexualized as the Attitude Era was.
Yeah. NXT women's division is vicious right now.
Man, they got some all-stars.
They got some really they down really there wrestling. Like NXT, they down there wrestling for real.
Yes, Eric did emoji titties.
Yeah. So we was at my mom's house, and my pops came by, and it was a family thing, and NXT was on. And Jada Parker and them was doing the Halloween Havoc joint that they just had recently. And they had the hardcore match, and she came out, and Pops was looking. And then she was going against Lola Vice. I was like, okay, so these two right here are like the most marketable right now because they are what everybody is searching for at the moment. Like, and I bullshit you not. He watched the whole damn match. He don't even fuck with wrestling. He watched the whole match.
I bet.
Soon as the dude hit the screen, he was like, all right, yeah, so we about to get out of here for some pay. I was like, dog, like, no, NXT got some bangers.
Shawn Michaels doing his thing down there, man. He developing them.
But the question I have with everything being announced about the Raw to Netflix, which we already knew, after the Tyson Paul fight, do you have concerns about WWE moving to Netflix doing live events consistently?
No.
Because that Tyson Paul fight was janky when it came to the connection. I could barely watch the mug.
Hey, they said when the NFL games go like techno mode, when he's screaming, I was like, that shit is hilarious.
The quality was standard definition.
Yeah,
like
I feel like they gonna get it together. I think this was like their trial run because the only live event they did was a hot dog eating contest, right?
No, they've done some stand-ups. They did like
I'm talking about like sporting events though.
But I mean, it's the live event part of it that is the important piece. The what it is, it doesn't matter necessarily. But
no, I think they'll get it together.
Execute it.
I think they'll get it together. Yeah, I'm not too concerned. I was pissed though about like wanting to watch the Tyson fight. You can have to watch it after the fact.
Dog. I was sitting there thinking,
and I stayed off of social media so I wouldn't see shit. And then I was pissed when I watched it.
Group chat going crazy. Everybody talking about how they need to try to find links and shit like that.
Man.
And I'm sitting there
for Netflix.
Wait, so I'm sitting there. I'm like, shit, my shit working fine. I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, okay, like. They still doing the intros and like they doing the whole vignettes and shit. And it was like, and something on my phone was like, end of the 4th round. I was like, you gotta be shitting me.
You was
you was that behind?
Looking at the intro videos thinking my shit fine. Everybody complaining. I'm like, shit, my shit working fine. I ain't even know yet. In the round, I was like, round 4. Bro, I'm like, what the fuck, dog? I turned that shit off, turned it back on. It was entering the 5th round. I was like, bro, I ain't got much time left. I watched the rest of it. I was like, dog, I was so disappointed because I was watching the women fight right beforehand.
So I was like, Taylor fight was cracking. That was the real main event.
I seen the last like 3 rounds of that. So then I was like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, shit was acting jank.
Yep.
I passed out for a minute. I woke back up. Thought the shit was working. Told Sam I'd be back. I was watching the intro video too. It was like the end of the 4th round. I was like, you gotta be shitting.
Because it was delaying.
Yeah,
it was
piss poor, fam. It definitely was piss poor.
Real quick, since we're talking about, how did y'all feel about the
garbage?
Yeah.
I'm like,
do y'all think Tyson was pulling it on?
He
purpose?
was.
I mean,
and that's cool. Like, I want to say, I'm fine with that. But like, how y'all hyped? Again, the Paul brothers are amazing. They know how to know how to make a spectacle out of shit, and they know how to get people drawn in.
Yep.
I just would like to say, if I would have paid that money to be in the fucking building, I would have been fucking pissed. Like, somebody would have to run me something. Tyson would have to run me 30 minutes outside or something.
You don't want that.
Now he want 30. Tyson would have been throwing them sparring matches punches at your ass. He wasn't throwing them at Jake. But he'd have been them practice punches. Yeah, your ass.
No, but it was like,
or late. Sorry, was it Jake? Yeah,
as
Jake.
he was coming out, like, I think it was for the first time in a minute.
You talking about Yeeks?
No, I ain't. This nigga talking about Tyson Kicks and shit.
That was wild.
Exactly.
That
was wild.
The whole interview, and then like the interview.
He turned around,
just sit there chilling. I'm like, but why is his ass all on the screen like this?
My nigga ass out like that.
Why?
Man, 60 years old. Cheeked up, fam. Like, come on.
We didn't come here for this show.
Double cheeked up at a fight, fam.
I didn't know it was OnlyFans.
But I really
like, what the fuck, dog?
But no, as he was coming out and like he got it, then it realized like, damn, Tyson really 60, fam.
He looked
like he really old. Like, yeah, like my nigga old. And like his legs look brittle as a motherfucker. Like,
19 punches the whole fight, my boy.
Hey, one of them hit dog. Jake hit him with one, and I see my man legs. I was like, oh, my nigga got the Bambi legs right now, fam. I was like, yeah, fam, it's a wrap.
I do think, because he got sick early in the year, which is why the fight got pushed back.
He had a ulcer,
I do think that's part of why he looked that way, because when we last saw him, it was against John. Who did he fight before in the
When Roy Jones?
I forget.
Or was that? Did he fight somebody after that?
It was just, I think it was that one.
Was it
Roy Jones? No, Roy Jones.
It was Roy Jones.
Yeah, Roy Jones.
Because he was on commentary talking like, he didn't like this against me.
Yeah,
Which is what I was thinking.
He said he was trying to whoop. He was trying to kill his ass.
It's not how he looked against Roy Jones Jr. Like, if we would have saw the Tyson that we saw in that fight against Paul, like, it would have been a little bit different. But, man, it was rough to watch. But my saving grace of it was that Serrano Taylor fight beforehand. Like, that fight was,
and she got screwed.
Big screw. Ain't no way Taylor won that fight.
Boy, old girl had a big ass head. Though. She got
I'm like
headbutting the whole fucking fight. I'm like, shit, bro.
And when Serrano's manager got in the ring, was like, she got it dirty with all the headbutts. Always got her head low. I was like, call him out. Call him out. But
did y'all watch their first fight? I heard their first fight was really good.
No, the first fight was also outstanding. Yeah, I had to go back and watch it after I saw the second one.
Yeah, but yeah, it was. I feel like it was just a huge disappointment. Like everybody was so geeked up about watching Tyson and
seeing him again
and watching them fight, but it just turned out to be like Tyson threw a total of like maybe 50 some punches.
Crazy.
Yeah, and it was just like what the fuck? Like really?
Crazy.
Like watching it, I was like, I am really disappointed. I was like, this is like I know I pay exactly. I was like, I know I pay a subscription, but I need something back. y'all gotta rub me at least $5.
Everybody comes and says, man, this shit for the free. I'm like, that's why it was for. Somebody said that at the barbershop. They was like, shit, that's why that shit was free. I'm like, you still gotta play on a monthly, my boy. It ain't free.
That's why that shit was free.
Yeah, extra though. It wasn't like how ESPN Plus be doing, where it's like you pay for Plus, but then you gotta pay extra.
And there's $75 for the
out y'all doggone mind. Y'all think about the pay y'all.
I don't know why we can't get money through the app. Bitch, stop charging for every damn thing.
Exactly.
Like, bro.
But Eric said, in the spirit of Tyson Paul, I want to see Kai Cenat run it against Muggsy Bogues. Run ones against Muggsy Bogues. I figure that's basketball if he's saying ones.
Oh, you want them to hoop?
But I will say
Kai Cenat barely won against the elementary school kids.
Right. Which, never mind, I'm not going to get into that. But Shell's added he doesn't want to hear anything about Jake Paul until he fights real boxers, and he won't though. And that's the piece of it for me, because I know he's doing this part where he's trying to get his cred up so he can become a real, I should say real boxer, because he's boxing. Yeah, he's a boxer, but fight real competition, be a for real boxer. But
get
at
the
this
credit
point,
that he
let's see you against some real comp. Because when we saw him against Tyson Fury's brother, Fury brother won. So it is what it is. But I will say this with the Netflix streaming, and to bring it back around to wrestling, the NFL games on Christmas is going to be my litmus test for real. Because
honestly,
again, that should be a big audience.
Then they got what's the name?
Streaming live. Beyonce gonna be at halftime of the Houston Texans game, which that's crazy.
I wanted to go to that Texans game. Remember I was like, we should go to the Texans game. Damn.
The NFL really putting their foot on the NBA's neck.
They snapping.
They said, I don't really
on Christmas, y'all thought it was sweet?
We're gonna be Beyonce.
Nigga, we got Beyonce in Houston, nigga.
On Christmas.
What
y'all thought?
At halftime.
Yeah, we finna let her run it, nigga. We don't care how long. Fuck it. Concert.
But I saw she doing,
we on Netflix, run it.
Cowboy Carter stuff, so like I'm excited, but not as excited if she was doing
yeah, they said she's doing all that, but it still should be
But it's cool, but it's Beyonce.
This ain't Texas.
She ain't even gonna do that one.
She can't, because it's in Texas.
What? That would be a reason to do it. Right.
She said this ain't Texas.
Oh, do she?
She do say that, but but I will also say that I do think that the viewership for that Tyson Paul fight far exceeds anything that the WWE will get on a weekly basis.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like there was like 60 billion people trying to watch.
I know people at work that don't watch nothing.
It was
random women was in the office like, yeah, they was getting their drinks and shit. We for the drink some wine, watch Tyson fight. Like literally everybody was tuning in.
So there was an argument made at the barbershop about that. Actually, he was like, Tyson. So one argument was Tyson never beat nobody. So ran down his list. I'm like, shit.
I heard that before. But wasn't he just far above everybody though?
No, it was more so like, so what another argument was, it wasn't the fact that Tyson was going against big names and they was making the thing. It was like Tyson made getting to the fight party early and on time a thing, because that fight can be over in 30 seconds.
I remember.
Like, so Tyson fights, Tyson parties, Tyson hype, Tyson like, hey, we finna throw this big ass thing, because the fight probably not gonna last that long any damn way. This finna really be a turn up. But then you get there and you done missed the fight because you done knocked the motherfucker out in the first 20 seconds. They was like, he became the culture of black people getting into boxing heavy like that.
I've never really been.
I would probably say that generation, because prior to that, you had Ali, you had a lot of other very big fighters that got black people watching the sport. But I don't have concerns about Raw, WWE Raw being on Netflix. They are not going to get the audience that fight got, and they're probably not going to. I shouldn't say probably. They're not going to get the audience that the NFL got either. Yeah. So I do think part of what they're banking on is the fact that it is Netflix, like you said. Where people are like, I mean, it's free, it's here. I'm gonna just turn it on and watch it. But
I'm paying for it anyway.
Right. So it should be real fun. So Some quick hits here as we wrap up. I mentioned it at the start of the show. There was a media trade that took place.
Tech Foul has been traded.
A damn douche.
Hey, we at home killing this shit. To our ESPN, we don't nigga. Wait, when this happened?
Trade us to never mind. I'm not even going.
Oh shit, Barstool or something.
No, I was.
I know exactly what you was going.
You talking about the same too.
I know what you.
We ain't gonna say it out loud though. Wink. But inside the NBA was traded from.
No, because then your ass will say, we ain't got time for your bullshit.
Oh, niggas ain't shit.
Save you from yourself.
Niggas ain't shit.
Save you and us.
Inside the NBA was traded from TNT to ESPN next season going forward. So for all of the sadness that people were having about Inside the NBA ending, it's not going to end. They worked out a deal where TNT would still produce the show because that was part of Ernie's thing of like, I don't want to do this for no one else but TNT for Turner. They still get to record in Studio J.
Oh, wow, okay.
Do they thing.
But it just air on
It's going to be on ESPN ABC games. And what TNT is getting back for it is college games. So TNT Sports is going to show 13 Big 12 football games and 15 men's basketball games next season as part of this agreement with ESPN. So they're also going to air on TNT 2 college football games this season.
Oh, so they're getting to it.
So yeah, like it's literally it was a media trade of like, y'all get inside the NBA, cool, but y'all give us some of that college property that y'all got.
Yeah,
so
I ain't even mad at that.
It's gonna be. I'm happy that Inside the NBA is not ending. It's just part of the culture. Like it's a show that I love it forever, truly forever. And Inside the NBA will appear on ESPN and ABC surrounding high-profile live events, including ESPN's pregame and halftime and postgame coverage of the finals. We get Inside the NBA for the finals.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Get it for the conference finals, get it for the playoffs, and all ABC games after January 1st, Christmas Day, opening week. So,
give it to me.
Listen, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely
here for it. Eric added that Al Michaels got traded for a Mickey Mouse cartoon once. So, it happens, but I'm just happy Inside the NBA continues to have life. We talked about Beyonce on Christmas already. The WNBA had their draft lottery.
Okay.
We know the top 4 picks where they are going to be allocated. The Dallas Wings got that number 1 draft pick. I saw Enrique tweet out like, "Thank you, Lord." Thank you, Lord.
Gonna get Paige McBuckets going on that motherfucker.
That's my girl. I cannot, man.
A Paige
I
Enrique
cannot
basketball.
wait.
Ooh, they finna be lighting motherfuckers up.
She gonna be my first jersey I get.
Because here's the thing,
I cannot wait for her.
With Paige, because I saw people making the jokes already, like Enrique gonna just dribble too much and it ain't gonna work out. But Paige is so she's a point guard.
Yeah.
But she can play on and off ball.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to be a really, really good mix. And Enrique probably don't want to have to do everything by herself.
Yeah, exactly.
No way.
Paige is Like, I don't know if I can say it. She a dog. She a dog.
Man, she definitely is. She definitely is. And I did see reports that she was hoping to get to the Sparks.
I know. I would if they could pull it up. I would love to see her.
But the Sparks,
and Blink, man.
Yeah, Cameron. Yeah, and Rakia too.
Yes, that'd be so. That'd be the resurgence of the Sparks getting back to it.
But now the Sparks are going to be drafting second in this draft, followed by Chicago and then Washington. So the top 4 of the upcoming WNBA draft again is Dallas Wings, Los Angeles Sparks, Chicago Sky, and Washington Mystics. So that is the draft lottery for the WNBA.
Can't wait.
How this works, like their the schedule where you get the draft lottery before the college season really gets underway. I think Paige and them, they play a couple games, college games. But then you watch the whole college season, so you get the whole time to be like, okay, how's the draft board shaking out? And you know the draft order already as the season's going on. So you can kind of already be like, okay, well, who's going where? And then once that season ends, the WNBA season begins like weeks later. Yeah. So like it's a real quick turnaround. So
well, we got 2 more years for Juju, right?
I think 2.
Yeah, 2 more. I can't wait for her either.
She already got 1,000 points.
They calling her the female Jordan, man. She is different.
She has not seen a shot she can't hit.
That's a fact.
She don't give I don't care where she at on the court.
And her game is so smooth.
Smooth, dude.
It's smooth.
I love her game. I've been watching her since high school, so she was in high school.
Man. So
her and Paige. That's why I'm excited about that.
Paige was the one before Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
But then Paige
and people
got
forget, and that's the thing. I was like, she for to remind these motherfuckers. Like, y'all thought it was sweet. Like, I just got hurt. Like, she was cooking, fam.
The only thing Caitlyn got over Paige is that 3 ball.
Yeah,
like,
that she
don't
better.
have like. That's one.
But
thing
she got
I
everything
love.
else though.
Yeah, Caitlyn Clark does have no conscience when it comes to like she gonna
She
pull.
be shooting that.
She gonna pull that 3.
She definitely be pulling.
But yeah, no, Paige is a dog. So I love that. The 3-8 New York Jets. They fired their GM Joe Douglas after 5+ seasons. Bill Savage, who was a senior football advisor for the team, has been named the interim GM for the rest of the season. Do y'all think the Jets made the right move letting Mr. Joe Douglas go?
It's rotting from the inside out.
Basically, just
they acquired the poison apple. They bit that motherfucker, and now they are reaping the benefits.
Yeah.
Yep, I had sent y'all a post I saw from The Athletic earlier, and it said, since acquiring Aaron Rodgers, the Jets have gone 10-28. They have fired head coach Robert Saleh, fired GM Joe Douglas. Owner Woody Johnson could be reassuming his U.S. ambassador role under Trump's administration, and Rodgers' future is uncertain. And it's all been 20 months.
Speaking of cancer.
And to the point about Rodgers' future being uncertain, a couple weeks ago we talked about him on the show and I said he ain't gonna pass the bag up. Didn't realize the rest of his money isn't guaranteed. He has no more guaranteed money on his contract.
Oh, man,
after this season.
Oh yeah.
And I would assume that new ownership or new GM, new coach, they're gonna be like, no, thank you.
Fuck out of here.
No,
That's what they're gonna do. Get the fuck out of here.
No, thank you.
Get out of here. Oh, it's crazy how one man can single-handedly destroy an organization because he's so fucking toxic and so fucking ego-driven.
And you deal with the ego and the toxicity when you're producing.
Correct.
And he has not been producing.
That's crazy, dude. You came in just single-handedly destroying the organization.
It's kind of like that relationship that you just oversee all the toxic shit until you leave them, and then you be like, oh my God.
I didn't realize how toxic.
There was more there than I realized.
Yeah.
Eric at 8 is going Grim Reaper on that organization, ain't he? That's what it feels like. Which I take a little joy in, because there was, when the trade happened, Pat McAfee was one of those dudes. A lot of conversation around how Brian Gutekunst is not a good GM and how the Packers organization doesn't know what they're doing and how the Jets are so smart and Joe Douglas is the genius and this and this and that. Who's looking smart now?
Damn.
I need Pat McAfee. I need the apology to be as loud as disrespect was, because he was talking real greasy about my boy. All because he cool with Rodgers and they had an agenda against Gutekunst.
I was saying that was the building blocks of his superstardom for his pod too.
It's trash.
Him over there every week talking, everybody tuning in.
Yep. So that's that. I mean, the Jets, they ain't been good. Like, he probably wasn't going. It was last year his contract this season.
Yeah, he pooped.
He probably wasn't going to be back next year
Definitely
anyways.
pooped.
They just said let's get this on out of here.
They asking for Zach Wilson back.
Crazy, fam.
That's like the Bears asking for Trippy Mitch back right now.
Young Bull back, fam. Bring the Young Bull back.
Last note, as we end the show here, I just want to say shout out to Rafael Nadal, who announced his retirement from the sport of tennis. Everybody who got me into tennis is now gone. And
how old is Nadal?
Oh, I think Nadal's like in his early 40s. Are you double checking? But I mean, it was Federer who checked out a couple years ago. His last
38.
38.
Oh, okay.
He's close to that 40 mark. Yeah. And he hasn't looked great, but Rafael Nadal, king of clay, again, somebody who got me interested in the sport of tennis. Him and Federer, that rivalry in itself. I wasn't watching when Agassi was playing, but it was Federer and Nadal that really got me in, along with Venus and Serena. It was those four that got me into the sport of tennis. And man,
what was the one guy back in the day that used to yell?
McAfee? Or not McAfee.
Kenny.
McEnroe.
Yeah.
John McEnroe.
John McEnroe. Who was at I always think of him because he was at the Knicks game when Giannis jumped over Tim Hardaway for that dunk. And they showed him in the audience and he was just looking around like, what did I
what did my eyes just
see? But yeah, shout out to Rafael Nadal.
Yeah, shout out.
A legend, king of clay.
Shout out.
One of a kind. But that is the show for this week. We hope that y'all enjoyed. No real words of wisdom. I'll say this because something that we were talking about on our way into the studio. If you're a young folk out there listening to this podcast, which I don't know how many young people we have listening to our show, and by young people I mean
younger than us,
in your 20s or younger than that.
We're only 2 years removed from the. Well, I'm only 2 years removed from the doll.
Oh, they're 38. Ain't you 38?
I'm 37.
So
Yeah,
next year, fam.
Dang,
man.
Niggas get old. Fam.
Damn.
Yeah, huh? Hey, man.
Come on.
I'm ready, fam. I'm gonna embrace mine, fam.
But I just wanted to say, like, we make it. The phrase is, the youth is wasted on the young.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Which I get a lot more now that I'm older.
It makes sense.
Enjoy yourself. Don't rush to get older, y'all.
No.
Just please don't.
Enjoy life,
Take
man.
Your time.
Enjoy
life. Drink some water.
Drink a lot of water.
Take care of yourself.
Stretch.
For real.
Take care of your body. You only get one of these bodies.
Exactly.
Take care of it.
Strengthen those relationships early too.
That too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
that too.
Those that you got that you want to keep, that you want to last forever. Yeah. Strengthen those and work on those early. Because if you want those, you're gonna have to work on those throughout. But at least you have a solid foundation.
Yeah. And the older I get, the more I be filled with love. The more older I get, I was already a lovey-dovey person, but it's like the older I get, the more I appreciate family.
That's real talk.
The more I appreciate my friends. Like, when you go through life and you go through things and you see the people who's by your side through it and you realize they really there. I'm about to cry thinking about it.
No boo-hoos.
Like, it's next level, man. So appreciate that. So I'm not about to cry. We gonna get out here before I start crying.
Yeah, no, she done. She done rapping.
I'm done.
She done rapping.
I'm done. Make sure y'all follow Technical File though on all of our different socials.
Do that.
Do y'all have Blue Sky yet? Y'all on Blue Sky?
What the fuck is Blue Sky?
I heard about it.
I ain't never. Maybe. I ain't even hop on Threads.
No, Blue Sky has already overtaken Threads now. Actually,
well, we at least need to get our content over there.
What is Blue Sky? Can somebody explain to me what Blue Sky is?
It's like Twitter.
A new Twitter.
It's like a Twitter interface.
It actually, but it looks a lot like old Twitter. There's no ads. It's just I like the platform more than Threads. I tried the Threads thing and I was like, I can't do it, man. Mm-hmm. And something about it just didn't. It didn't feel
right. Yeah.
But Blue Sky is actually pretty.
Tech File content coming soon.
And look at the timeline, man. It looks very Twitter. Like it does.
Very, that's Blue Sky?
It's very smooth, fam.
It's very old Twitter like.
You got your notifications.
It's very Twitter.
I'm telling you, fam.
Is that a bird? It's a butterfly. Ain't that a bitch?
I sure was like that ain't Twitter. Shit. Hey man, yeah, y'all Tech File content to be on Blue Sky.
It's coming to Blue Sky soon.
We'll be on Blue Sky. Get the content over there.
Right now, Technical File at Technical File TECKNICAL on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Technical File Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. Oh, Shell said he wants some of that cheesecake.
No,
and Jay-Z said, get that man some more cheese.
I got some more.
Hey man,
can't wait.
I'll be out here whipping.
Man, I'm for real. I'm text you about doing some stuff for the fam.
Okay.
But if you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
At Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE on the Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky.
White walls.
Wait, what?
What?
I said in my review. Rapper week. Sorry.
What the fuck?
This man started going music rabbit hole. Yeah, you done threw me off. Y'all know where to find me at. The Eric J is not here, but you can catch him on Twitter at BugsBurner, and that's all you get.
Yep.
Everyday well, shit. What is my shit? Everyday _ gentleman on Instagram. Okay, chill out, though. KHarris216 on Twitter, Snapchat, and I'll be going over to Blue Sky soon, I guess.
Next week. I'm going to get them all over there, y'all.
All right, say less. We out here, Blue Sky.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. as Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. God damn it. Fuck the Bears.
Hey, that cheesecake hit that nigga, boy.
Boy, when I tell you, this has been the most fun.
He caught the extra boost the energy at the end.
I could find the clip. I saved the clip of the dude saying F the Bears. If I could, I would love to play that.
Dog, it's so many Bear fans, just tears of joy for me.
Hey man, relax.
I should not have had this much fun relishing in the pain of so many fucked up Bears fans. Because all they do is talk shit. All they give a fuck about, beat the Packers.
Hey,
and they can't do that.
I'm not a Packer hater. The only time you hear me say something about the Packers is when they play my Bears, man.
That's a fact.
I ain't never been a hater.
Man,
I've been a congratulator.
Man, I love that post. You're like, F the
Hey, it wasn't meant for us to hear that shit.
F Chicago, Green Bay Packers.
Like I can eat a dick. Fuck them.
Tech File. Yeah, let's just play that music.
Hit him hard, let's go. Red T-E-C-K, running back like where's my replay? Got it all in the mix, no DJs. Said it's hard in the game like he damn miscellaneous. Spitting real talk with an entertainer. I side the game up and they get smacked back down like a WrestleMania. Tell them that better get their nose ready at a home city. You know, get it block even on the low setting. And you know what you say, so we never gotta get telling everybody else that you get ready. Ain't nobody else doing this like I. Better keep them cameras and microphones hot, cause this one's a vibe. Gotta run this race and try. Going live with the pie.
Hey.